Hey there, Internet. R. Felix Finch here. It is time for the greatest predictions video ever for Backlash, brought to you by Pro Wrestling Scorecards. They're not sponsoring, it's not brought to you by, but I'm using them to make my predictions so that these predictions truly stand out. If you go to ProWrestlingScorecards.com, you can print out your own sheet. This one's full of my predictions right now. But you can print out your own sheet and play along, or you can go do the digital beta by going to digital.prowrestlingscorecards.com, and they'll have them available there. You can join online and battle and see who truly fights the best. Who is the best at making predictions, very specific predictions. So I'll take you through what these matches are, what my predictions are for them, and the points available. So, and every winner is 5 points. Every extra option is 3 points, and if you choose like something that involves a number, whether it's time, or whether it's number of aerial moves or weapons used, you get an extra 2 points if you get exact. So for the first match on the card, Jeff Hardy versus Sheamus in a singles match, I choose Jeff Hardy, going over by pinfall in a match that is not over 15 minutes, but yes, it will have a pre-match promo. I'm thinking Sheamus. And yes, there will be a fight before or after the match. And again, I think that'll be the Sheamus promo along with some like shenanigans, and then Jeff Hardy coming in to do a beatdown. And that is a total of 19 points available. No exact numbers available on that one, so we will see how that pans out. That will be one of the easier ones to judge. Next up, the greatest wrestling match ever between Edge and Randy Orton. I'm going with Randy Orton here. I know it's a surprise to a lot because a lot of people are probably going with Edge. But you know what? I think it'll be good not to have Edge win this, have him kind of have to build himself back up from this. And also, I actually really like Randy Orton. The fall type, I do think it'll be a pin with a number of near falls. I think there'll be 7. I think there'll be a lot of near falls in this match. Oh, by the way, anything that's a number, you have a plus or minus 1 range, so it gives you some wiggle room. I think the match will be 26 minutes. I think this will actually be a long match, but not nearly as long as that last man standing match at Mania. There will be over 3 RKO attempts, but there will not be a concerto used at any time. I think they'll avoid using the concerto. Next up, we have Apollo Crews versus Andrade with Zelina Vega for the United States Championship. I say Apollo Crews retains. I think the fall will be a pin. I'm going with 5 aerial moves and yes on outside interference. And there's a total of 16 points available on that. By the way, the last one, when you get exact points, you get a lot more buffer room. So there's 24 points available in the greatest wrestling match ever, I forgot to say. Next up, the tag team triple threat between Bayley and Sasha Banks, the champions, with Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross versus the Iiconics for the women's tag team championships. I think the Iiconics are going to walk away with this. I think they will make a pinfall, and Peyton Royce will pin Nikki Cross. It says champs involved in the finish. I'm going to say yes, but I'm only saying yes to cover my spread since I don't have the champs involved at all. If they are involved in some way, I have the points there. Weapons used. Now, that's the weird thing. On the sheet that I print out, it's weapons used. On the game, on digital, it's number of weapons used. So I don't think there's going to be a lot of weapons. So I put 2 just in case one person does use weapons. And I put yes on weapons used. So that's a little wonky. I think that's one of the few kind of missteps here. And number of aerial moves, I put 4. I think there will be a nice waterfall spot on the outside, but I don't think there will be much more than that. Next up, a handicap match for the Universal Championship. We have Braun Strowman taking on Miz and Morrison. Hey, hey, ho, ho. And I think Braun Strowman's going to win. This is going to be an easy win for Braun. I think he'll win by pin. He'll pin Miz. I actually think he'll pin both. But since both aren't an option, I'll pick Miz. And the match time, 11 minutes. I don't think it's going to be very long. With 2 near falls, an announce table destroyed, yes, and no Fiend appearance before, or during, or after the match. And by the way, the tag team triple threat was worth 25 points. This one is worth 27 because it has two options that are a pick two that are an exact number. So that is a good, again, like the women's triple threat in the Universal Championship, surprisingly high number of points to be gained there, along with the greatest wrestling match ever. Next up, the Raw Women's Championship with Asuka taking on Nia Jax. I think Asuka's going to win this by submission. The match will not be over 10 minutes. There will be 3 near falls, and there will be no miscues. She doesn't need it. Also, I think Asuka's a face now. I'm still not sure how that's going. And for our singles match for the WWE Championship, Drew McIntyre versus Bobby Lashley with MVP or Lana. I think Drew McIntyre's got this. He'll win by pin. I say it's going to be a 13-minute match. 3 finishers is the number I'm gunning for. And yes, there will be outside interference. I mean, obviously, you had 2 chances out there. That's for a total of 21 points. So we will see. Oh, yeah, okay, that does add up. Yeah, so that's for a total of 21 points. And we will see. And they did one new thing on here, which I actually really enjoy. And it's the main card match position. This is worth an extra 12 points because it's 3 points each for every one you get correct here. For the opening match, they have... so you can choose what match is going to be opening match, match 3, match 5, and main event. And this is presented by Breaking Down the Ring. So, opening match, Apollo versus Andrade. So, for my opening match, I put Apollo versus Andrade. I think the U.S. Championship will do well in the opening segment. Match 3, I put women's tag. I think that feels like a good lower middle of the show match. Match 5, I think Jeff Hardy versus Sheamus. I think they'll put that there at in a prominent position. And the main event, obviously, you've got to go with the greatest wrestling match ever in the main event, the way they're booking this Backlash. So, yeah, Edge versus Orton. But that's everything I have here. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Go to Pro Wrestling Scorecards, print out your own to have a watch party with friends, or go to digital.prowrestlingscorecards.com and join the beta. I'd love to compete against you. I'm Felix Finch on there. It's so easy to find me. But anyway, peace out, party peoples, and I will see you later tonight. Oh, and go to my Etsy shop, etsy.com/shop/FiscoFlame. I have all this merch, and you can get pins and pops from me. And yeah, I've been able to support the Trevor Project. It's been awesome. Oh well, I'll fix that in a sec. Peace out, party peoples. I will see you actually tomorrow, because I'm not going to do a Backlash review since New Japan is coming back. I'm going to spend my time doing New Japan reviews, and with the Together Project coming up tonight, the New Japan Cup's up next, and I'll also get my New Japan Cup predictions on the way. So, peace.